So, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo! And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Wednesday, June 3rd, and I have 3 of my best bets in today's video. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. Recap yesterday, I got absolutely smoked, 0-3 across the board. You hate to see it. The Blue Jays kept it competitive but ended up losing 4-3 against the Braves. Then the Mets go and get their doors blown off by the Mariners. The one that really had me sick again was the Giants and Brewers under. Like I mentioned, I was heavily leaning towards Milwaukee, and I did personally bet a few dollars there, but I really thought the pitching would come through on both sides. The score was 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th, but of course the Brewers tee off for 4 runs to obliterate any chance of an under. I'm really 0-5-1 to start June, worst case scenario, but we do have plenty of baseball to get through, so now is probably a great time to tune in. It's never fun recapping losses, but that's why almost no one in the betting game does it. We've got winning seasons under our belt, so a rough week isn't going to throw me off my course. I've got 3 games today, let's knock them out the park. In our first matchup, we have the Miami Marlins in DC taking on the Washington Nationals. This game's a pick'em, you can find -110 on either side, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Max Meyer going for Miami, and we have Andrew Alvarez going for DC. The Nationals offense has been one of the most surprising developments in the league. They were solid last year, but I don't think anyone expected them to be top 5 this year, potentially at number 1. I would expect them to be bigger favorites here, but I can understand the line when I look at Alvarez's advanced numbers. He only has 15 innings pitched this year, and he's already giving up a ton of hard contact. Because of that, he comes in with a 4.5 expected ERA. The Nationals bullpen has also been one of the worst, so I can see Miami putting up a few runs. On the flip side, Max Meyer hasn't been much better, and we know what this Nationals lineup is capable of, so I think we easily get over this total. 2 weak options on the mound and 2 heating lineups, sign me up. I'm taking the Marlins and Nationals over 8.5 runs. You can find it for even money as my first selection. Up next, we have the Oakland Athletics in Chicago taking out Chicago Cubs. Cubs are -123 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Jeffrey Springs going for Oakland, and we have Colin Rea going for Chicago. These are 2 starting pitchers headed in opposite directions. Springs has been solid in his last 10 outings, besides 1 bad game against the White Sox, and granted they were red hot at the time, but he's limiting walks, limiting hard contact, and he comes in with a 3.8 expected ERA. Reyes had a few rough outings recently, and I really can't get behind the 5.1 expected ERA. He gives up a lot of barrels and hard contact, so knowing how powerful this Athletics lineup is, they probably get to him for a few home runs. The Cubs do have a significant advantage in their bullpen, so personally, I want to isolate this one to the first 5 innings. I trust Springs to have a decent outing, and I trust the A's lineup to show up. I'm taking the Athletics on the money line in the first 5 as my next selection of the evening. In our next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers in Arizona taking out Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers are -204 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Shohei Ohtani going for Los Angeles, and we have Zach Gallen going for Arizona. This is a huge mismatch on the mound. Ohtani's been elite in 2026. He's only allowed 5 earned runs in 55 innings pitched. Exceptional, and to make matters worse for the Diamondbacks, he's also batting tonight. On the other side, Zach Gallen's had it tough this year, and the expected numbers don't look much better. 5.2 expected ERA, and stats are basically down across the board. The Dodgers lineup has been heating up recently, now ranked 2nd in the last 30 days, and a lot of guys have experience head-to-head against Gallen, so it really sets up for a tough spot. I don't bet with the Dodgers often, just because I feel like they can be overvalued, but tonight, I really think the offense shows up behind Shohei. I'm taking the Dodgers on the run line as my last and final selection. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. rough start to June, but there's plenty of baseball to be played, and the comeback starts with getting back in that win column tonight. I appreciate all the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.